YouTube. It's hot. It's very hot. So, I've been tagged by Mr. Tom Chitwood to show my 3 favorite bushcraft knives. Yeah, okay, Tom. It's kind of ironic that Tom would tag me in this because going back and forth with him a while ago, we both ended up giving each other our most favorite bushcraft knife. So I'm really glad you tagged me, Tom, because that's kind of special to me that you know, it happened that way. As you know, Tom and I did a trade, and this was a while back, and when I got my knife from him, I got mine first because he wanted to make sure I was going to be happy with it, and then I was to send mine on to him. Well, I got it, and I backed out of my end of the trade because the knife I was going to send him wasn't even close to worthy or right to send to him. So I went ahead and ordered him the SCH 42 because I knew that that's what he wanted, and that's the story behind that. So Tom also wanted to say, oh, show me all your knives. Yeah, okay, that's going to come in a series, friend, because it would just be too long. So, first and foremost, my most favorite bushcraft knife is the handmade one with handmade sheath that Tom sent me. It was an old Hickory 7-inch butcher knife that he customized, and I fell in love with it when I saw the video. I'm like, I have to have that knife or one similar to it, and it is by far my most favorite bushcraft knife. I mean, it's just perfection. I've said it in another video, and I'll keep saying it till the day I die. It's just my favorite. We all know everything about the old Hickories. I mean, you can't do a ton of heavy stuff with it, but for finer tasks, camp tasks, it's my favorite knife. And, you know, he made the sheath to go with it. Just outstanding. I mean, it's my most favorite bushcraft knife. I can't say enough about it. I just love it. I love it dearly. I even sleep with it. Not really. Alright. The rest don't really go in any particular order. I mean, anyone that has gifted me a knife or made me a knife or traded me a knife, they're all very special to me. Especially the ones that were gifted and the ones that were made for me. I love knives. I always have. I've collected them since I was probably in diapers, I guess. I don't know. But I just love them. It's addicting. That's all I can say. It's knife porn. You know, that's how it goes. So, a while back, I was at a friend's house. My friend Bonnie from Sunset Bay. Bonnie. Shout out, girl. Good friend of mine. I miss you. Just hanging out, talking. She was sent a knife by Jake. And Jake is the owner of Dark Wolf Knives. I saw that knife and I'm like, oh, I gotta have one of those. So I contacted Jake and gave him my specifications, everything I wanted. You know, materials, the type of steel, the grind, you know, the basic overall dimensions of the knife. And he sent me some sketches. I picked out a blade style, which I already knew what I wanted. I told him. And he didn't argue with me, but he's like, you sure you want to go that thick on the blade? I mean, it's going to be pretty heavy. It's going to be a beast. And I'm like, yeah, I want it. So I got it, and this is the knife he made for me. Jake Parker at Dark Wolf Knives. He is on YouTube. He is on Facebook. This leather sheath is not the sheath that came with it. I originally ordered a Kydex sheath, I'll put this knife down for a minute. Scout carry, because I want to be able to scout carry it, but I do have the other clips that I can put on it. Ferro rod holder, good work. I mean, that's solid Kydex. It's well made. He also made this. Jake is quite the artisan and craftsman. He just doesn't do knives. He does everything. Art stuff, anything you want, Jake can create and eventually make for you. So you need to check him out, Jake Parker, Dark Wolf Knives. Great guy, really great guy. So you can see his logo on there. I hope you can see it with the light. So what I wanted was 012 steel, 1/4 inch thick blade. Yeah, it's a beast and it's heavy, and that's why I wanted it. I wanted to be able to take just one knife out, feather stick, chop, do everything. They are micarta, OD green micarta handles, and Jake even made the mosaic pins in it for me with orange liners. I mean, it's an outstanding blade. I didn't do an unboxing or a video on this knife because I'm still working with it. I'm still putting it through its paces, if you will, and it's held up really well. I mean, whenever I get a knife, regardless of how sharp it is when it arrives, I always get my strop on. Wait, what? I always strop the knife. I don't get my strop on. Oh, I do kind of, but I always strop it out of the box because that's what I do. And then I'll work the knife until it just won't cut anymore. And you know, I've used it, I've stropped it a couple times, and it's good. It's still pretty sharp. So you will see a use video on this pretty soon, but that is definitely one of my favorite. Jake Parker, Dark Wolf Knives, check him out. He'll give you a good deal. He also made the ferro rod to match. He threw that in for free. I just have this on a leather dangler that I got at the Pathfinder store. There, can you see that Pathfinder logo? Just because it felt like a leather day, and I just wanted to put it on. But he did throw the ferro rod in for free, which is awesome. It's the same material as the handle of the knife with the orange. And he put a little piece of epoxy in there that glows in the dark, so if I drop this, I can find it. You probably can't see it very well, but yeah, this glows in the dark. So that's another thing. And he also sent me this awesome little neck knife that he made. This is out of scrap steel, I believe. It was a file. I'm not for sure, but I strapped that baby up, and she is sharp as a razor. Got some pretty aggressive jimping on there, 90-degree spine. Absolutely strikes a ferro rod, strikes a piece of flint, and the little glow-in-the-dark dots. So, yeah, he does some pretty awesome work. Jake, you're just amazing. Kydex holder. And he also sent me this nifty little tool. As you can see, it still had the epoxy in there for glow in the dark. He put a little heart on there. He said to match my tattoo. He's awesome. But this is like a bushcraft multi-tool, I guess. It's a striker for flint. It's a ferro rod striker. It's a can opener. It's a magnesium shaver. Pretty heavy. So I'm going to be putting this to work pretty soon. And this is made from a file. You can probably see the marks in there. Maybe not. But yeah, really sweet stuff. He does awesome work. You got to check him out. Okay, onward and upward. This used to be, sorry, my baby. until Tom Chitwood came along and sent me my most favorite bushcraft knife. This is the Pathfinder trade knife, made by Habilis Tools. 1/8 degree, 90 degree spine, 1/8 thickness. G10 handles. It's got lanyard hole here, another hole here. It can be used as a spear point. G10 handles with the bow drill divot right here. The blade is 1095 high carbon, Scandi grind. I think also with a little bit of a mini convex on there. I'm not sure. Gunblued, and she is just an amazing knife. I love it. Sharp. Beat the pulp out of it, and stay sharp. I have not had a problem with it. I have seen some reviews that, you know, they're shit out of the box, they won't hold an edge. I have not had any problems with this knife whatsoever. I do see a little bit, whoops, I'm not even going to edit that out. I don't know if I see a little bit of rust on there. I don't know. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about the interruption. So those are my 3 favorite bushcraft knives, Mr. Chitwood. But because you're such a good brother, actually like a blood brother to me, I'm going to show you a couple more just to kind of tease you, because that's what sisters do to their brothers. A recent addition to my collection is this new peasant knife. Now, I'm not going to go into great detail about this knife because I want to do a review on it, but it is a style peasant knife, penny knife as they were called back in the day, but we will get more into that in the future when I do a video on it. But that is new to my collection. It is Swedish steel. Well, like I said, we'll get into more of that in my next video for this knife, but that is one of my favorite knives. And another favorite would be this little bad boy. It is the Condor Mini Bush Lore. Sharp, sharp, sharp little knife. I mean, Scandi grind. For the price, you can't beat these knives. It is absolutely razor sharp. Beautiful little knife. Just an all-around little camp knife, hiking knife, scout knife. Really good. High quality leather sheath too. I'm very impressed with their knives and sheath for the price. And our collection wouldn't be complete without a Mora. But I never see people throw this Mora into their favorites collection because it's not typically a bushcraft knife. It is for me because I use it a lot. And that would be the spoon knife. I believe this is the 164. I'm not absolutely sure. But I use this a lot. Spoon carving, bowl carving, cup carving, all kinds of carvings where you need to get in there and dig out that wood. And she's a beauty for sure. I gotta clean her up. I have used the poop out of this knife, and I gotta pay her a little bit of TLC and get her. She's pretty sharp, but you know, I want to sharpen her up again and, you know, clean the blade up on her. Anyone that's ever used one of these knives, and I always warn my friends that get these, wear gloves, grab a piece of leather, guard your fingers. I can't tell you how many slices of thumb I've removed with this knife. They're very, very sharp, and one slip and you're in the ER for sure, trust me. Yep, so there you go, Tom. Just a little bit of my collection. Thank you for the tag. It is much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to tag a couple people in this myself. I want to tag a very, very, very dear friend of mine that I love with all my heart, and he knows this. We haven't talked much lately because of his working schedule and my moving and all the busyness in our lives, but he is basically the reason I'm sitting here right now. And I believe he was even the first subscriber to my channel. Just, wow, he's awesome. I've seen most of your knives, but I want to see your 3 favorite. And this tag is going out to my man, Fog 360 Bushcraft. He's from the UK. He even sent me my first package in the mail. He sent me an awesome British military tarp. Just a great dude. Go check out his channel, Fog 360 Bushcraft. I love you, man. I miss you. We really do got to catch up. So you're tagged, and I want to tag Flint from Flint and Steel Survival. I don't believe that you've done your 3 favorite bushcraft knives. I don't think. I checked your channel out before I opened my big mouth, but I don't think you did. So Flint, I'd like to see yours, and Foggy, I'd like to see yours, because I think by your videos, it may have changed a little bit. So, until next time, peace and love, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.